Julio, set in your back pocket. School policy here at Boonville is that a student may not possess any tobacco products on campus at any time. How old are you?
17.
Now, Julio, you know it's illegal for you even to have any kind of tobacco, right?
Yes, sir.
Where did you get this tobacco?
In the gas station.
And someone just sold it to you right over the counter?
Yes, sir.
I just don't believe that you could have bought this without a fake ID. Do you have a fake ID?
Yes, sir.
Give me that ID. Julio, who would believe that you were Ira Goldberg? If it said Ira Goldberg Gonzalez, maybe, but it didn't. The punishment for first offense tobacco on campus is 1/2 day Saturday detention. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go back to class. Learn something today.
Thank you. That did not go well. He got my fake ID. I really like that fake ID.
Cell phones are not allowed in this building when school starts. They're not to be seen.
I just got sent to Mr. Taig's office because I was texting in lunch and a teacher tried to take my phone, but I wouldn't give it to her.
You gave the teacher in the lunchroom a hard time?
Yeah.
Why? Who the heck do you think you are?
Okay. I was talking to my friends in lunch, and I sent one text message to my mom, who was calling me. You could check. And the teacher came running over. She started yelling in my face. She's like, "That's so disrespectful." I was like, "What am I doing to you? Like, I'm in my lunch. Like, this is my period off, and you're really gonna yell at me?" I don't even know this teacher. She just came at me out of nowhere and started yelling at me over my phone, which is so stupid and ridiculous.
So the bottom line is, this is defiance. Teacher asks you for the phone, you give her the phone.
But if I gave her my phone, I wouldn't have had a phone, and I need it for after school. I have work.
Bottom line is, you weren't doing what you were supposed to do. Who's driving the bus in this situation?
What bus are you talking about?
There's no actual bus, it's just a saying. The person who created the situation.
Oh.
Who created this whole situation?
The teacher.
That teacher in there was just doing what she's supposed to do.
She's annoying. I really don't think there's anything wrong with texting in lunch. I'm not in a class, I'm not missing lessons, like, cut me some slack.
Unfortunately, I have to take the phone, you'll have to give it to your mother.
I have plans tonight. I can't not have my phone. I don't know if my mom can pick it up. I need to go out with my phone.
Kate.
Are you serious?
Yeah, here we go.
I need to make plans with my phone.
Kate, unfortunately, you put us both in the middle of this silly situation.
No, the teacher did.
No, the teacher did her job.
My cell phone is like, I can't function without it. I need it on me at all times.
Thank you. All right, you're suspended tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Yes.
For texting in lunch?
No, for having the cell phone out and not giving it to the teacher. If she had just given the phone to the teacher when it was requested, she would have gotten 2 central office detentions. Instead, by not giving it to her and being disrespectful, she got suspended for a day. Goodbye, Kate.
Mr. Taig said I'm in charge of the situation and I'm gonna be driving the bus. So I'm gonna drive this bus all around town tomorrow and not drive it to school, and it's gonna be great.
This morning, as I was watching the students, I heard a noise that I recognized, and I looked up and I saw Cheyenne. Cheyenne, come here, buddy. Cheyenne's a good young man, but there's an issue that I have to deal with him on every once in a while, and that is wearing his spurs into the school building. What's wrong with our picture here, bud? Can you tell me?
A little late to class. This morning when Coach Lamb busted me, I said in English class, "Oh, I can't stand that crap. I can't speak it, so they don't like me."
Late to class, that's one thing, but what else we got going on here? What have we talked about here, Shane?
I guess my spurs.
Spurs. You know, you've got to start taking your spurs off before you come in here.
And Coach, I just came from work this morning. I woke up at 5:30 and went to fed some yearlings, and then I just leave them on. I like the sound of them, and I don't spur nobody during class or nothing like that. I just mind my own business, keep to myself, and then I go straight to work after school. I like my spurs because they jingle. I mean, it's nice, pretty sound. And
put them on when you go to work. Don't wear them in here. Lazy or not, you cannot wear them spurs in here. They're going to get somebody hurt, okay? We have a lot of cowboys at this school, and if he were allowed to wear his spurs, then everyone else would want to wear their spurs, and that would be a big-time safety issue for us in the halls. You know, that's almost like that could be considered a weapon type thing.
I can't kick nobody. Heck, I ain't even that flexible. I can't do karate. I tell you one thing, if I need to kick somebody in the head, they'd have to be about that tall.
You can take it and they can put that rowel between their fingers.
I'd never use spurs in a fight, because if you can't knock somebody out with your fist, then why cheat about it? If you're not man enough to use what you got, why use something else? Well, sir, they're not sharp, look.
Well, it doesn't matter whether they're sharp, they're heavy and they're metal. Saying you knew the rule, you broke it, now you're gonna go sign up for lunch detention, but leave the spurs with me.
Yes, sir. Do I get them back?
Well, see me this afternoon. Yeah, I'll get them back to you, but I'll have them in my office, that's for sure. But go sign up for lunch detention. You got to quit wearing them in here, bud. Okay? Thank you, sir. Head on in there and sign up for detention. Will this be the last time I deal with Shane and his spurs? I would think not. Well, them's got horse manure on them. Gee, my knee. Another reason why I don't want them in here.
So I'm sitting at my desk, and in comes Mr. Ritt, bringing one of our office frequent flyers, Chris. Not this year, you weren't going to be a frequent flyer.
Sorry.
Chris has received, thus far in his high school career, about 35 referrals.
School sucks. Of course I'm gonna be a wise guy. Need to pass the time.
In freshman computer lab, slamming the keyboard down on the table. What were you doing?
I went like this.
Why were you doing it?
I don't know, I was having fun.
I also see on here that she checkmarked profanity and gestures. What is that all about?
I told her to shut the up.
What did you say to her?
I told her to shut the up.
Why would you say something like that to her?
Because she's beautiful.
You know you can't talk to a teacher like that, Chris. Chris lacks that self-control, no buffer between what he's thinking and what he's saying. It just comes out. What about the gestures?
What are gestures?
She said it was when you exited the room you were giving gestures. What were you doing? Sit down.
Why do you think that's funny?
Because I'm black.
What does that have to do with any of this? Chris?
Yes.
No more.
Okay.
All right, Chris, well, you know the deal. It's 5-day suspension for being disrespectful to the teacher.
Can I have 6 days? You're beautiful.
This type of behavior is over.
Okay.
Chris, he's a work in progress. Hopefully, we're getting somewhere with him.
Chris?
And we took a big step back. I had to pull in a junior girl today. It seemed that she was having a little trouble getting up in the morning, getting ready, and getting to school on time. Nancy. Nancy, Miss Taylor has sent me a little pink slip on you. And it seems as though you've accumulated your 5th tardy.
5th tardy? What happens then?
Well, the 4th tardy is a half-day Saturday school. The 5th tardy is a whole day.
A whole day of Saturday school?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
Any one particular class you're having trouble getting to?
First period?
Why can you not get to school on time?
Well, in the morning, it's kind of hard for a lady to get ready as she would like. You want to take a shower, brush your teeth, do your hair, makeup, clothes, food. And I don't know, like,
I've spent half my life waiting on women to get ready to go someplace, honey. So half our student body are females.
they're not late.
They're not in trouble.
They could start school later for us, but no.
You'll be given an option just like the other students. If you want to trade 1/2 a day for 3 licks with a paddle, then you would only have to go to school a half a day. If you had your option right now, what would you take?
Can I see the paddle?
Have at it.
Wow, I actually have your paddle in my hands.
Hey, it's an alternative that you have.
It's disciplinary action, that's what it
Sure.
is. I think I'll choose the 3 licks with the paddle and a half day at Saturday school.
Okay.
So it'll just be like
Okay.
quick.
Well, that'll be your choice. You have a couple of days to think about it. We'll call you back in here on Friday.
Thank you.
Get to school on time.
I'll be doing so.
She's now in the situation where she has to make a decision on whether or not she wants to take her option of 3 licks with a paddle for a half a day and only come 1/2 a day Saturday school, or to attend Saturday detention for a full day.
I'm just gonna abide by the rules and take my punishment. That's it. That's all I can do. It's part of being a good citizen.
Here at Hopewell, items such as MP3 players are not permissible on campus at all. We have a no tolerance for that. Chanel apparently was listening to her iPod during her math class this morning. Chanel, what's going on? Her teacher told her to put the iPod away, and she began to mouth off. And so, because of her insubordinance, and she had to suffer consequences.
Yep.
What happened?
She let us listen to our iPod all this year. And now she decides to spaz out. She was like, put the iPod up or I'm gonna kick you out. She started yelling at me. Like, why you yelling at me for? I'm over here being quiet doing my work. She just had like a bad attitude for no apparent reason. I don't understand why. She's been letting me listen to about 20 years or so, and it's not fair, because what the heck?
Let me ask you one quick question, though. What's the school rule on iPods?
They're not allowed on campus?
They're not allowed on campus. So even if she let you all use the iPods in your class, were you supposed to?
No, ma'am, but that keeps me focused.
Chanel absolutely knows better not to have her iPod out in class. She knew the rules. So where's the iPod?
It's in my bag.
Give it up.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Oh, Miss Gloucester, man. Yo, this not even mine.
I don't care whose it is.
Having my iPod taken away is like losing a rib or a leg or something.
This is real nice.
Please don't use Miss. Please don't use Miss Gloucester.
Y'all iPod's better than mine. This is kind of hot. I want one. Whose is it?
This is my friend.
Your friend?
This is. It's not right.
Tell Miss Gloucester said thank you.
My friend iPod is taken away because the teacher wants to kick me out for his iPod. I just don't get it. Now I'm about to get fussed at. It's not right.
It doesn't matter. So now you gotta spend the rest of the hour in lockout.
No, that is.
She's not gonna let you go back in there.
That's torture. Yes, she will.
I don't want you back in there.
Please, I'm gonna do because I've been doing my work.
Now for the rest of this block. Come back at the end of the day when the bell rings. Don't come before 2:15. If you come before 2:15, I'm not giving it back to you. Bye, Chanel.
Bye, Miss Gloucester.
See you later.
All right.
All right. Between now and the end of school today, I'm really going to enjoy this MP3 player.
Cody has always been a wise guy, very sarcastic, and you know, he has a history of making these pictures up in class when you really should be learning, and we don't tolerate that type of behavior. Mr. Pevney said that he caught you printing these out, sort of like he did last year, and we specifically told you you cannot do this anymore. You mind explaining this one to me?
Well, that one. I thought that since your new job, I thought this implies power. Sitting on a T-Rex.
Me riding a dinosaur in Tokyo.
Like the power. You're a powerful man. on a T-Rex riding around, taking charge of the people. Well, he was on top of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which a big Tyrannosaurus Rex are very powerful creatures. Principal was a powerful person.
What about this one?
Well, that's suited to be your natural environment.
Me and Mr. Peroni behind the anthill in what looks to be Africa. I'm in New Jersey. Natural environment? This is disrespectful.
It's in Australia, by the way. In the outback.
Well, let's be a little serious here, okay? We know you tend to be a wise guy. We talked about this last year. We said how it was inappropriate and that you were not to do this again. And yet, you disrespect me as your principal with these diagrams.
How was I disrespectful? I was making a portrait.
You openly defied me. I told you you could not do this again, and you did. Open defiance, 1 day in school suspension. We're finished here. You know, after Cody sits in school suspension for a day and a half, he's not gonna be drawing many more pictures on the computer.
Good morning, let's go. 60 seconds, let's go, let's go. I'm going to get a student out of class because she allegedly called one of our security officers a terrible slur. Can I have Jessica? Jessica just makes some very poor choices.
I heard I got a referral. Who wrote me up? Oh, the Mexican.
Don't call him that. Don't call him that. Hispanic.
I don't know his name.
Marcel. Mr. Marcel.
I really don't like that security guard at all.
So I have this referral on you. I need you to read it out loud for me and tell me what it says.
She called me a mother effer while she was heading out the door from Mr. Finkbottom's office. That's from that Mexican.
I told you about calling him that. His name is Mr. Marcel.
Mr. Marcellus.
Marcel.
Marcellus.
Marcel.
Mr. Marcel.
And what did you say to him? You called him an MF?
No, I told him to leave me alone.
Why are you talking to him like that?
He be getting on my nerves.
You shouldn't have cursed at him.
I didn't curse at him.
Even if you did, you cannot disrespect any staff member in this building.
It takes respect to give respect.
Jessica, I respect you more as a woman if you told me the truth.
I just told you the truth.
You're gonna be suspended. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Jessica needs to learn to respect authority, whether she likes the person or not.
Earlier today, I disciplined Jordan for his use of profanity. And now I just found out he's in my office again. Hey, Jordan, nice to see you again. Second time today. Second time's a charm, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, during lunch, Jordan decided to use his cell phone and call for an elaborate bagel order for him and his friends. So, Jordan, you're having a pretty bad day. For the profanity, you received a 60-minute detention earlier, and now, seems like you, took it upon yourself to make a little bagel order during lunch today.
Yeah. I really love bagels.
What's wrong with the cafeteria food?
It's not always that good.
Not always that good. I always hear good things. Jordan, today's cheesesteak day. I love cheesesteaks.
Today they had cheesesteak, which we all find is disgusting.
How did you order the bagels?
Called them on my cell phone.
And you said, hello, my name is...
Jordan.
Please deliver...
Bagels.
How many bagels?
Like 7 or 8.
Was it good?
Yeah, very good. Bagels are like some of the best things to eat. In the morning, I like bagels with butter, but for lunch and dinner, I would prefer like a bagel with bacon, egg, and cheese, or Taylor and ham and cheese.
So you eat bagels 3 times a day?
I think bagels are the bomb.
Students are not allowed to order food. This isn't a country club. In today's society, we don't take any chances, Jordan, because we don't know what could be in that delivery. Are you supposed to have your cell phone on in school?
No.
Are you supposed to use your cell phone in school?
No.
Are you supposed to accept packages from strangers?
No.
For the second offense, Jordan, you get another 60 minutes tacked on to your detention, so that's 2 hours.
I really don't think I deserve that.
Well, if you don't think you deserve that, what are you going to think about when I demand that you give me your phone right now? This way I can assure you won't be making any more calls for delivery to the high school during the rest of the day. I truly believe that Jordan is a good kid and he made an honest mistake. It's my job to make sure I get the message across that it cannot happen again. And I'm confident that tomorrow he's going to return to that good kid that we know.